And we are live in Alcoa, home of the Tornadoes, showing off the high school about why all of it is such a cool school. We'll be showing you all the cool stuff that they're doing all morning live. So stay tuned today, Wednesday, April 23rd, 2025.
And that means it's time for Cool Schools. Every week we check in with an East Tennessee school to hear about all the cool things they're doing. And Alcoa High School is awesome.
It's pretty amazing. That's where we find Aaron Velasquez. Good morning.
Good morning, ladies. That's right. Alcoa is awesome. I'm super excited to be here all morning. We're going to be going over a ton of things, starting off hanging out with their principal, Dr. Tipton. Doctor, if you could just help tell me what makes Alcoa such a cool school.
I think, to be honest, it's our staff, it's our coaches, teachers, community, and students.
We got one of those students over here, Morrow Ale. Morrow, we've been going to be hanging out with you all morning. I know you like doing a little bit of this, journalism, stuff like that. So tell me a little bit about what we're going to be doing today throughout Alcoa.
Today we're going to go through the programs like German, Gap, Newscast, and other things like that in today's video. And I don't know, we're just going to enjoy it today.
Most definitely. Real quickly, Morrow, what makes it so much fun to come here to Alcoa? What's your favorite thing?
It's just like everybody's like, I don't know, everybody's like a family to me. So like, I don't know, I know everybody in the hallways, everybody knows me, and it's just like, Alcoa is just not boring to me at all. So I don't know, I enjoy coming every day.
Most definitely. Dr. Tipton, you have wonderful students like Morrow. What sticks out to you about him?
Just personality. You know, we try to take care of each other. You know, athletics, I think that's what most people think about when they think about Alcoa. But Morrow's a great athlete, but he's a great person. You know, we've got artists here, we've got engineers, we've got, we've got creators. That's what makes it fun to be here every day.
Most definitely. We're super excited to check out all those things that you mentioned. As he said, German, Gap, aviation, some botany. We're going to be doing a ton here, so stay tuned all morning with us here at Alcoa High School for this week's edition of Cool Schools. Ladies.
Can't wait to see what they have in store.
Yes, thank you so much.
We didn't like how he was dressed, so we had to hook him up with the limited edition Alcoa girl. We have more coming. No. Oh.
Yeah, we check back in with Aaron Velasquez live at Alcoa High School. He's all suited up and ready to roll. Good morning.
Good morning, ladies. Check this out. We are hanging out with Morrow and Abram, students in the yearbook class. Morrow, tell me a little bit. How long y'all been doing this? How'd you get started?
I got started in sophomore year. I was recommended by my marketing teacher, the Sutterth. So I'm still in it senior year, so I've been in it for 3 years. And I really enjoy it. Like, we have fun times, we have hard times, we got times where we gotta hustle and work. But at the end of the day, the class is just overall just fun, literally.
That's awesome. And you were telling me how he was someone who helped you get into this class, and now this is your baby right here. Tell me a little bit about your experience in the class.
Yes, sir. I joined the class because of him. This is my senior year. I joined because of him. He's a real deal. Like how everything got started, he put me behind my first camera for his yearbook class with Mr. Sutter. So he wasn't really supposed to be giving me the camera, but he gave me the camera and really let me like have a creative mind. And yeah.
What is it like for you when you're behind this camera shooting? What do you feel?
Really just joy. It's good to bring content to everybody to keep it just brings me happiness. It's my peace. It's my joy. I like to create for others.
Most definitely. And Morrow and Abram are going to be hanging out with us all morning. We're going to continue to check out all the cool stuff that they got going on here at Alcoa, but most definitely starting off with these two folks. They're putting on a good impression. Ladies.
That's so fun. Thank you. We appreciate it.
And we are preparing to talk to Mr. Brown and his German Gap program students. Cool Schools is going international. We'll have more on that coming up after the break. And we are live at Alcoa High School. This week's edition of Cool Schools is going international. Isn't that right, Isaiah?
Good morning.
That's right. Today, Wednesday, April 23rd, 2025.
It's Wednesday, which means it's time for one of our favorite series, Cool Schools, and we're checking in with Alcoa High School, and they've got a lot to showcase this morning.
Yeah, we want to check in with Aaron Velasquez at Alcoa High School this morning, having a blast in their colors. I think he's might enroll today.
I am an honorary tornado. Guten Morgen, as they say here in the German Gap class. I'm joined with Isaiah. Isaiah, if you could just tell me a little bit about what this class is.
So most of us that are in it took German class. Some were just in like German club over the years. And then we have like a foreign exchange program with them where they come over here for 10 days and we go over there for 10 days. And we just try to share the culture with each other.
So tell me about that trip, because you're going to be making the trip over. Is that correct?
Yeah. So we're with them. They take like a holiday. And so like me and my German are going up to the Baltic Sea, exploring Berlin, exploring different towns around their like state.
That is going to be super sick. And I was telling you earlier, you kind of get the other half of it today. This year, you're going to be hosting a German exchange student. Tell me about that experience.
Yeah, he already came for 10 days when all the other students came, but he decided he wanted to come try the American lifestyle a little bit more, and he's going to be staying for like a whole school year this next year. So, I mean, that'll be cool to just be able to share all the American experiences of high school with him.
And what to you, when you take this class, what sticks out to you? What is something that you learn that you're going to stick with for the rest of your life when it comes to German?
Just how like similar things in Germany and America are, and also how different it can be. I mean, just the little things that kids, when they come over here, they think that's so crazy, but we think it's so normal. But I mean, it'll be the same thing when our students go over there. They'll just find things that are different, and they'll think it's crazy, but it's just normal to some people.
Awesome. And I'm going to ask us, folks, if we could all send it back with one last good morning in German. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Guten Morgen.
Good job, guys.
That was amazing. Thank you, Aaron.
Good morning. We are taking off into the skies with the aviation class. We're going to have more on what they get to do with this awesome equipment in just a few minutes. Hopefully I don't crash.
Means it's time for Cool Schools, and every week we're checking in with an East Tennessee school to hear all about the cool things they're doing.
Yes, and there are so many cool things happening at Alcoa High School. We check in now with Aaron. Good morning.
Good morning, ladies. I can confirm I did not end up crashing the plane, so that's a great start. It's probably because I got some awesome students and teachers here next to me, Levi and Georgia K. Y'all have been in this class. Levi, if you can help explain what I was just playing on and how it helps to teach y'all here in the aviation class.
Yeah, so this is our flight simulator right here, and really helps because when we're like learning maneuvers in the class and it's bad weather outside or something like that, we can just come in here, we can practice them on the simulator instead of having to go outside and deal with like bad weather, stuff like that.
Georgia K, how did you get into this class? Why did you take it in the first place, and what are you learning from it?
So I actually got into this class because I heard about it through the news, that paper that was put out over the summer. I got into it because I've wanted to do aviation since the end of my freshman year, and I've been really interested in it since then. And throughout this class, I have learned actually a lot. And we've had some amazing instructors help us throughout the entire process, and everybody has been wonderful. Yeah.
Levi, real quickly, if you could just tell me what sticks out to you as your favorite thing with this program.
My favorite thing just has to be getting to fly the planes for free, like through the state grant. That's got to be my favorite thing.
One thing, too, that your instructor was telling us, it's not just always flight simulators. You got to actually get your hands behind the wheels of some real planes. Tell me about that experience real quick.
It was, in the beginning, quite scary. Being able I was 16 when I first started, so being able to, at 16, to fly a plane was kind of a little intimidating. But over time, it really grew on me, and I have learned to absolutely love it.
That is super awesome. I'm super excited for you folks. Levi was telling me he actually maybe wants to grow up to be a pilot, so I know that he's getting a good head start here at Alcoa. This is awesome, ladies. I'm going to go back to flying.
All right, good luck with that.
Yes, look at them like really teaching kids real life skills. I love it.
Yeah.
Check this out. I'm going to introduce you to Reagan, their arts and culture studies class, and also Gray. We're going to explain some of these Maori-inspired paintings behind us coming up in just a few. Today, April 23rd, Wednesday, 2025.
It's Wednesday, time for Cool Schools, and every week we check in with an East Tennessee school to hear all about the cool things they are doing.
Aaron Velasquez is having a blast this morning. What you up to now?
Hey, ladies, I'm actually being kicked off. Abram says that he's going to take over for this interview. Abram, go ahead.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're here with Reagan. Reagan, what inspired you for you to create this?
So for what inspired me to create this piece, honestly, I took a lot of the parts from my own life and I intertwined them with a lot of the symbols that you would see in New Zealand culture, in the Maori culture. And I just wanted to demonstrate how, you can take things from modern day and you can take things that are like culturally significant from history, and you can intertwine those and make something beautiful out of it.
Thank you so much. And Gray, what do these symbols, what do each of these symbols mean to you?
So to me, each of these symbols are really important to my personal life. Up here on my forehead, you'll see a little wolf. That's because I love wolves, I love nature and animals. You also see this in the details in my neck and going up the sides of my mouth. They're little vines because I love plants and I love nature, and that's kind of my whole thing. So I wanted to display that in my art.
Thank you, and back to you, Aaron.
This guy, he's trying to take my job. Oh, man, it's so much fun to hang out with Reagan and Gray. Abram, get back up in here. I ain't done with you. This is going to be a future reporter here at WBIR. But Reagan and Gray, thank you so much for explaining all of this for y'all. This arts and culture class really helping to ingrain them in the cultures surrounding the world, specifically the Maori out in New Zealand. Ladies, how'd you think of Abram's performance? Was that a good tryout?
You're hired. We're hiring.
Yeah. Thanks, Aaron. And then we check back in with Aaron, having a blast at Alcoa High School.
Well, you saw Reagan and Gray's creations, and now we're hanging out with some students who are making some of their own. The importance of the lessons learned inside this classroom coming up right now after the break.
Well, we are back with another edition of Cool Schools. We're live this morning at Alcoa.
Yes, Aaron Velasquez joins us this morning. He's having a blast with these kids. Good morning.
Good morning, ladies. I am having a blast. That is completely correct. I'm actually hanging out now with some more students, Joseph and Dylan. Joseph, you can help explain. Where are we right now? What class are we sitting in, and what do you do here?
Right now, we're in the art class. I'm a peer buddy, and right now in this class, we do a bunch of different artwork and projects. And right here, we're working on face tattoos or face-like paintings from the New Zealand tribal culture.
Awesome. And we were telling us, explain to me, what do you mean by peer buddy? Explain to me what this classroom does in terms of connecting students of different backgrounds.
Right now, I'm a senior at Alcoa, and I'm working with CDC kids, and basically pretty much I come in here and I help them out, hang out with them, and I think it's pretty cool that I get to do that every day.
This is one of your buddies back here. Dylan, you've been working so graciously on this art back here. Tell me a little bit about what you're working on.
I'm working on a project with the Haka from New Zealand where we do face tattoos.
Do you like the way that it's turning out?
Yes.
Do you like this class? What is your favorite thing about this class, learning about arts and culture?
Learning how to do art and how to make different projects.
That is super awesome. We showed y'all Reagan and Gray's rendition. We might get a little bit of view of Dylan once he's done working on it over here. But Joseph and Dylan are just prime examples of how Alcoa is bringing these students together and teaching them as well about some awesome cultures from around the world. Obviously, the Maori of New Zealand being highlighted in these projects. I think it's super cool to see the work and the creativity of these students come out in their projects. Ladies, we'll send it back to you.
They look great.
Oh my gosh, I love it. Thank you, Aaron.
And check out those beautiful planters out front in their outside of their atrium. We're going to tell you the story about how some students in the environmental club brought all of this back to life.
It's Wednesday, which means it's time for Cool Schools. Every week we're checking in with a cool school in East Tennessee to see what they're up to.
And we want to check in now with Aaron Velasquez at Alcoa High School this morning, wearing the garb, in with the students. It's like he's back in high school this morning.
I feel like I'm back in high school. I hope my grades and performance don't reflect it. I'm joined with the environmental club, Isaac, Salvador, or as I like to call them, my two next best friends. Sorry, Mauro and Abram, you got some competition. Isaac, we were talking about the environmental club. We're sitting on some of your work. Tell me a little bit about where we are and what y'all do.
Okay, so right here is the flower bed with the gardening stuff. And we did that in November. We planted all this stuff, and since then we've been maintaining it. Yesterday we did cleanup in the park for Earth Day, where we spent a few hours going around picking up trash. And then we have an ongoing project where we recycle bottle caps to turn into park benches for people to use.
I think it's really awesome for us to sit here literally on your work. Salvador, if you can help explain just what got you into this and what's your favorite thing about the club?
Man, it was just cool to like see other people like starting to like go around the school and then like ask each and every classroom for like their bottle caps and stuff like that. And I just wanted to hop onto that, and I did it.
Y'all are super environmental. Real quickly, just how exciting is it to not just do work at the school, but to get out into the community as well?
It's really exciting to know that I can impact the area around me, the area that I hopefully will raise my kids in someday. It's nice to like contribute, like give back before I'm out of the place, you know?
Most definitely. And your favorite thing?
My favorite thing, contributing to the community. Because literally yesterday, with what Isaac said, that park cleanup, we had a guy stop his van like right next to us and just thank us for like what we were doing. It felt really nice.
Well, thank y'all for what you're doing. I'll add to those thanks. We're super gracious for y'all beautifying the front of this courtyard here at Alcoa. Ladies, we'll send things back to you.
Oh, I love
really
these.
sweet.
They are like,
Hey, heart back to you.
yeah, they are like the sweetest kids. I love them.
Thank you, Erin.
It is Wednesday, which means it's time for Cool Schools. And every week we check in with an East Tennessee school to hear all about the cool things they're doing.
Erin Velasquez has been live all morning at Alcoa High School with the students. Who you have now?
Hey, ladies, I am here with Alara. She is actually the senior art student of the year. We're standing in front of one of your best pieces of art. Tell me a little bit about this parking spot here.
Well, this is my senior parking spot, and I chose Queen because I love Queen, and I just wanted to put a little bit of myself on my parking spot.
So tell me about why you love Queen so much. Obviously, one of the greatest bands of all time. Who doesn't love Queen? What sticks out to you for them? What sticks out to you for them?
Well, I just love Freddie Mercury's voice, and I think his vocal range is incredible, and yeah, it's just amazing.
You really can't beat it. Senior art student of the year. What makes you love art so much?
Well, I've always loved art, but I like that I can express myself in a different way that's on a canvas or a piece of paper rather than just my appearance.
Most definitely, Alara. It was a pleasure to meet you. Everybody get in here. We're going to send things off with an awesome goodbye. Alara, don't go anywhere. Okay. Abram, everybody, come on. These are all of our friends that hung out with us all day here at Alcoa High School, all morning. What do we want to say to our viewers at home, everybody?
Bye. Oh, they were great.
And we want to say thank you to Miss Rebecca Stone for everything. Come up.
She deserves everything.
She deserves it. For getting us through COVID and everything. She's the best. She's the best.
Shout out to my boy Aaron. Stay tuned in, man.
They're hilarious.
This is our family here at Alcoa. We'll send things back to you.
I wondered who those flowers were for. I thought they might be for Erin for a second.
Yeah, I mean,
they really like you there.
Yeah, they really do. That's so